Los Retros, Amtrak, guitar tabs, and guitar lesson. So just a couple of different patterns with this one. We're in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E. And it sounds like if you want, you can put on a bit of like a tremolo effect, or vibrato effect, which will probably go well nice and kind of match the recorded sound. I'll just try to keep it clean here so it's, as audible as possible. For this initial verse pattern, picking through some bar chords, start here with a A minor chord. So we're going to want just bar the fives, and then we'll have the 7 on the A and D. You kind of want to hit some bass notes first. You start with the 5, E, 7, A. All right, and then kind of strum like the middle of the chord, like the D, G, B string. So we got the 7, D, 5 on the B and G there. Maybe just a couple hits on that. Just getting part of the chord in there. And then pick up through the chord a little bit, like B string to G string, the 5 and 5 there. So you go like... And then we kind of pick up note into the next chord, which would be a D7 sus2. Not a whole lot different here, so all we do is just basically lift that ring finger off the 7 and make it a 5. And you can keep that 7 on the middle D string there. But we're going to pick up note into it, so we'll hit like that 5A, or sorry, the 5 on the E for that A note, and then the 5 on the A. All right. And then we just kind of pick through this. You could do the 5G, 5B, 5G. And like I said, if you like incidentally just kind of hit like, that 7 on the middle D with something else, it'll sound fine. So it's kind of good idea just to keep it there in case you accidentally hit it. It just still sounds fine. Okay, so we pick through that 5G, 5B, 5G, and then we come up high, and we'll hit the 5 high E, 5B. Alright, and do some pickup notes here. We'll hit the 5A, and then move over to the 3E, so we get to our G chord now. And it's just a G bar chord here, so just barring the 3s, have the 5 on the A and D, and then a 4 on the G here. And so we'll come off of our pickup notes, the 5A to 3E. All right, and then we pick through kind of the G, B string like we did previously here. We'll hit that 4G, 3B, 4G. And then maybe a little hesitation, and then go 3B to 4G again. All right, then just a little transitional open A string. And then we're going to land on a C9 chord, which is basically just the 3A, 2 on the D, and then 3s on the G and B string here. And you just kind of want to hit maybe like the A, D, and G string of it. All right, and then kind of go back and forth between like hitting like the 3 on the B and G to the 3, 2, 3 on the A, D, and G string there. A couple times, and then just the whole chord a couple times. So just kind of like shuffling through the chord, the high to low parts of it. Something like that. This is all kind of a loose feel, so if you add a note or two here and there, or miss a note here or two there, it's not a huge deal. It's just kind of loose, arbitrary, like shuffling vibe to this. But once we get to the chorus, we start with what we usually would do, our A minor, pick through it, drop down to that D7 sus2. But at this point, like after we did that little picking in the middle there, we do some walk-up notes to a B minor. So we'll go on our E string, we'll go 5, 6, 7. Alright, and we'll be loaded up for our B minor chord, so just barring the 7s with the 9 on the A and D. And we pick it through it just kind of like we would like that first A minor. Alright, we go 5, 6, 7, and then into a 9A, kind of hit the 9D, G, B, and E a couple times. Come up high, hit the 7 high E, 7B. Alright, and now we're going to drop down, hit some pickup notes as 7E, 7A, and then we're going to want to E7, So we'll hit our 7E, 7A, and then we'll hit part of that E7 chord where we go 9 on the D, 7G, 9B a couple times. Come up high, we're barring the 7, so we'll have that 7 on the high E, and then we'll hit the 9 on the B. Alright, and after this point, we basically just finish the chorus by doing the whole verse pattern.